Good morning, everyone. Before I begin, I would like to share a short story. There was once a young woman named Anna. She grew up full of dreams. She wanted to study abroad, start a cafe, and see the world. But after graduation, life didn't go as she planned. Her parents said, "You need to be practical." Her boyfriend said, "Don't worry, I will take care of you." So she gave up her plans, believing that love and security were the same thing. Years later, when the relationship ended, she realized that she had lost her love. She had lost herself. One day, she looked in the mirror and said, "I have been waiting for someone to save me, but maybe I was meant to save myself." And that day, Anna began again. She found a job, learned about finance, and started building her own future. She wasn't rich, but she was free. And that story is not only Anna's story. It could be mine, it could be yours, it could be every woman's story. So today, I want to talk about what gave Anna that freedom, financial independence. Before we go further, let me ask you something. Have you ever imagined what the world would look like if every woman could choose freely? If every woman could decide who she wants to be, what she wants to do, and how she wants to live? That, to me, is the true meaning of empowerment. So where does this empowerment begin? Freedom is not just a dream, it begins with independence. If a woman could earn her own living, she gains more than money, she gains the right to choose. She can find a job she loves, a relationship that respects her, and a lifestyle that reflects her own values. Empowerment is not rejecting others. It's about owning your choices and creating your path. To understand this more deeply, today I will share three main ideas. First, economic independence equals freedom. And second, financial power drives progress. And finally, empowering women benefits society as a whole. But we will also go beyond money because real empowerment is not only financial, it's also mental, emotional, and spiritual. So let's begin with the first idea, economic independence equals freedom. Michelle Obama once said in her book, Becoming, freedom is having the ability to say no and the right to say yes. Financial independence doesn't mean being a superwoman. It means that when life gives you choices, you don't have to compromise your dream because of money. You can say no when something feels wrong and yes when something feels right. Whether you want to travel or start a business, you can make decisions freely, not based on someone else's approval. And there's a saying that I really like. Your mood, not your wallet, decides your lifestyle. It means that real happiness doesn't depend on money, but on confidence and freedom. Whether we eat street food or dine at a fancy restaurant, it should depend on our mood, not our bank account. So, empowerment, financial independence, it's not about luxury. It's about having choices and the courage to make them. And Michelle Obama's word reminds us again the ability to say no and the right to say yes. It means that's what real freedom means. It's not how much we own, it's how freely we can choose. And let's talk about the second idea. What financial independence truly builds within us. Financial independence builds more than comfort, it builds resilience. It gives the woman strength to face the challenges and keep moving forward. And it also creates healthy relationships. You respect, not dependence. When a woman stands on their own, love becomes a choice, and it gives decision-making power to live by your own values and dreams. And most importantly, it builds confidence. When women support themselves, they recognize their worth, and that confidence can never be taken away. So financial independence doesn't just about money, it's and self-worth. And throughout history, women's economic power has shaped society. In the 1960s, women finally gained access to credit, and in the 1970s, the Equal Credit Opportunity Act in the U.S. gave women the right to open bank account without a man's signature. And by the 2000s, women entrepreneurs were transforming economic worldwide. When every time when women gained financial power, they gained freedom, and the world became fair. So let's put that in history. In ancient Egypt, women could own their property, manage wealth, and even run business. It's a real life for a lifetime. Meanwhile, in China, Tang Dynasty, women enjoyed freedom in just marriage, and education, and they were respected in society. So this example shows us that women independence is a legacy that we are continuing today. So from here, we can see how women's empowerment evolves through time, from the Industrial Revolution to the four waves of feminism. The journey of women's empowerment has never stopped. The first wave gave the woman basic rights, and the second pushed for equality in family and work, and the third challenged the stereotypes, and the fourth, which we live in now, are still fight for equality, inclusion, and respect. Each wave was a step toward the same goal, to let women live as full, independent individuals.
Continue.
So, financial independence doesn't stop with individuals. It changes everything around us. When women gain independence, the whole world benefits. So let's talk about the final ideas. Broader impact. Independent women raise stronger, more confident children. Communities with empowered women are safer and more stable. Nations grow faster when both genders contribute equally. So empowering women is not just a social issue. It's an economic advantage and a human right. So what is financial independence truly mean? It means freedom and possibility. When women control their finances, they control their choices, their future, and their identities. They no longer wait for permission, but they create their own opportunities. They can dream boldly, feel bravely, and rise again stronger. So to every woman here, never be afraid of independence. Financial independence gives you options. Mental independence gives you clarity. Emotional independence gives you peace. Invest in yourself, your skills, your confidence, and your dreams. Not to impress anyone, but to respect yourself. You don't need to borrow anyone's light because you already shine. So let me end with one final thought. Whenever a woman gains financial power, society moves forward. Freedom begins the moment that we stop waiting for permission and start choosing for ourselves. Let's be the generation that leads boldly and dream bravely, support one another. Let's be